Welcome back to Nuzhat Ma'am Ke online classes, and this is chapter 11, tables and mail merge. So previously two parts are already available on channel. First was about tables and second was about mail merging. In this part 3, we will be seeing functionality of word processor, writer, and we will be seeing some settings about printing also, header and footer, endnotes and footnotes. So yes, let's begin. Alright, so first we'll see about printing. So here's our first question, that is to print the document quickly, click the dash icon to send the entire document to the default printer defined for your computer. So your correct option is option B, that is print file directly. So there is an icon of print file directly. And second is how to print the document. So there are two options. That means A, there is file and print. That means you have to go to file menu and then you have to go for print option. And second option is Control plus P, that is a shortcut key. So yes, as you can see in this document, if I want to print this document, there are three options. First of all, this is a icon of print file directly. Second was to go for file and then go for print, or third was Control plus P. So here I'll go for shortcut key, that is Control plus P, and yes, as you can see, we have print dialog box ready. Now let's see the further questions about it. The print dialog box has dash option. So print dialog box has 5 options. And what are the 5 options that appear on print dialog box? So they are printer, properties, print range, copies, and option. So we will see these things in here. As we said, there are 5 options. So there is printer, then there is range and copies, then there are properties also, and number of copies, right? And there are different options. Next question is 5. The print dialog box will be applied to the printing of dash. So it will be applied to the printing of entire document. So entire document will be printed. Click on a dash, a list of names of printers will appear in the line with the name. So you have to click on a small triangle. Next, how many options to set in the property dialog box? So basically there are 5 options in property dialog box. And what are those 5 options that appear on properties dialog box? They are, option B is correct, that means they are layout, paper, graphics, extra, and about. So you'll see this. So here, as you can see, and in this properties we can go here, and here you can see the layout, and there is orientation of portrait and landscape. We will see about this also. 9. Select dash to choose portrait or landscape orientation. As we saw, it was in layout. 10. The default orientation of a page in writer is, yes, it is portrait, right? We just saw now properties. Here we have layout and default is portrait, and the second option is of landscape. Next, 11. Select the dash to set the number of copies, paper size, and paper type. Paper is thin or thick or printer default. So here you have to select option paper. 12. Darkness, normal, light, dark, or resolution can be set by dash option. So it can be set by graphics option. 13. Here we will see about print range. If you want to print all the pages or selected pages, you can use dash option. So you can use print range option. As you can see here, there is an option of range. Either you can go for all pages, which is selected in default, or you can go for pages 1 to 3, right? By default, dash is selected option in print range. I told you it was, yes, all the pages. 15. Hyphen is used to set the range of pages which are to be printed dash. So if you want to print consecutive pages, for till now you may be knowing the meaning of consecutive very well. Consecutive means continuous, right? So if you want continuous range, then hyphen will be used. 16. Comma is used to separate pages if pages to be printed are dash. Remember this, that hyphen is used to set the range of pages which is consecutive, that means continuous, and comma is used for non-continuous, that means non-consecutive. 17. Now here we see copies. So the dash option is used to select when you need more than one copy of the document or page. So you have to choose the option of copies. If the number of copies is more than one, you have to dash option. So you have to select call it option. I'll tell you what is it. So here, as you can see, if I increase it more than one, here the call it option will be selected. Now what does mean call it? Don't worry, we will see it here. So if the dash option is selected, the whole document or selected pages will be printed and then next copy will be printed. So here, if call it option is selected, whole document or selected pages will be printed, and then the next copy will be printed, right? 20. If call it option is deselected, that means if it is not selected, the first page will be printed for as many number of times as you have given in the number of copies. Now here we are seeing previewing pages before printing. So here 21 question says about the dash view in the writer shows you what each page will look like when printed. So here the correct option is option B, that is normal. Next, what are two different views writer mainly provides? So writer mainly provides two different views, that is editable and read only view. Now what does editable means? Editable means that you can modify or you can make changes in the document, and read only view means you can't make any changes. Next thing we see is what are three options for viewing the document. So it is single, double or facing page view. That means single page view, double page view and facing page view. So where does this viewing the document can be selected? It can be selected in status bar. We will see that. So here as you can see we have opened our document, and here this is in single page. We can go for double also, and we can go for, so this is facing page view and this is the double page view. We'll move further. So the read only view can be selected by dash. So it can be selected by option A or B. So you can go either to the file menu and then go for page preview, or you can click the page preview button on the standard toolbar. So we'll do this. Either you can go in file and you can then go for page preview as here it is shown, or you can go for this icon here, and yes, as you can see this is the page preview. And how to close this preview? Either you can go for here close preview, or you can click again here, so that preview will be closed. Which of the following preview icon available on the page preview toolbar? So all of these, that means 2 pages, multiple pages and book preview. We will see this. So here if you open page preview, there is icon of page preview 2 pages, page preview multiple pages and book preview, right? And we have will close preview. Moving towards our question 27, that is click the dash to open the print dialog box. So you have to click print document icon. 28, clicking the dash option can switch over to editable view. So by closing preview, you can edit the document, right? 29. Now here we will change the page format and page margins. So to format a page, select dash. So you have to go for format menu and then page option. So by default, the page type, that is page format, is dash. So it is letter. We'll go in format, and then we'll go in page. So here it is. There is format, width, height, orientation by default is portrait, paper tray. Then there is page layout, format, and there are margins, that is left, right, top, bottom. So yes, we'll see question related to it. So the size of a letter page is dash. So the size of letter page is width is 8.50 and height is 11.00. And the size of A4 page is width is 8.27 and height is 11.69. So here it is in inches, but it is in centimeters. So as you can see, A4 is in 21 and 29.70 centimeter. So this is in centimeter, and that here in the textbook it is given in inches. Next, the size of a legal page is dash. So the size of a legal page is width is 8.5 and height is 14. You have to remember the sizes of legal page, letter and A4 size. Which of the following are the standard formats in page formats? So all of these, that means letter, legal, A4, A5, then B6, B5, B4, envelope sizes and others. So we will see this here. So as you can see here, all are standard formats, and there are other also like long ball, tabloid, and there are different envelope sizes also. 35. Apart from the standard formats, you can set your own format called dash. So you can set your own custom format. The dash size can be set by entering the desired height and width. So you can customize the size by entering your height and width. So which four margins can be set from the margin section? Yes, as I told you, which was it? Yes, bottom, top, left and right. For no background color, dash option is selected. So no fill option is selected. We will see this. First of all, I'll show you the custom. How to get that? You can add your any width, whatever width you want, you can go for it. So you can go for 23, something like that. So as you can see here, format we are getting as user. That means we are customizing it as our own needs. Next question was margins, right? So there is left, right, top and bottom. So there are 4 margins and each have 2.00 centimeter space. And then in background we have no fill because there is no background color. So we have it as no fill. Then here we'll see next question. It is dash means the text to be printed on each page on the top of the page. That means header, and dash means the text to be printed on each page on the bottom of the page. So that means footer. So you can remember it by the trick. The thing which comes in top, it is header, and the things which comes in the bottom, it is footer. Headers and footers should be dash, top and bottom margin respectively. So they should be less than top and bottom margin respectively. So which statements is or are true about columns. The column permits us to type in 2 or 3 columns. Yes, it permits. Then columns can be set to have equal width or set as per our requirement. Yes, it can be done. Then the column width for each column separately can be set. Yes, it can be set absolutely. Spaces between columns can be set as per our need. Possible to select some pre-formatted styles also. So all of these are true about columns. Next thing, choose the dash to create header or footer. So now we will create headers and footers. So you have to go to insert menu and then you can go for header or footer. So we will insert a header or footer here. So you can see here, this is header and this is footer. So how to insert that? Go in insert menu and go for here. Yes, and go for default. So yes, we can say anything here. So as you can see, this is our header. Then in the same way, we can add footer also. For here, if we can go for default and we can add footer also, right? Next thing, the default settings for dash as are same as we set the page style. So they are as same as the headers and footers, right? OpenOffice.org allows us to use that manage page numbers. So it allows us to use fields to manage page numbers. So to insert a page number field, position the cursor where you want to insert the number and choose insert menu, then go to the fields option and then go for page number. So how we will do this? First of all, we will point the cursor where we want to insert a field. So for example, I want it here. Here I want page number to be inserted. Now I'll go for insert, then we'll go for fields and then we'll go for page number. As you can see, there here is a gray background with page number, right? 47, the page number appears with the dash background. So as I told you, it is of gray. So the gray field just denotes a dash and the background will not be dash. So it just denotes that it is a field, but background will not be printed. It's just for representing that it is a field. 49, here we continue our topic, footnotes and endnotes. So the contents such as author name, scientist name, etc. that require special treatment are shown with the symbol besides it are normally written at the dash. So they are normally written at the end of the page. A dash is additional information in the reference to the main text or some comments in support of the main text. So here the correct option is note. You have to remember this. 51. If the content is written at the bottom of the page, it is called footnote, and if the comment is written at the end of the text, it is known as endnote. Just remember it, if it is written in the bottom of the page, it will be known as footnote, and if it is written at the end of the text, known as endnote. So here, if I want to insert a footnote, that means the note which is at the end of the page. Endnote means it will be directly added to the end of the document, and footnote means it will be added to the end of the page of the document. So here I'll go to insert menu and then I'll go for footnote, and here I have footnote dialog box, and now I'll insert a footnote. So yes, as you can see here, we have footnote with numbering. As you can see, there is one number. You will be wondering that for what this footnote can be used. So don't worry, this footnote can be used in many ways. This, for example, you have a document of book and there is a word which you have to remember, or it is a little bit hard word. We can say difficult word to remember. So what you can do is you can write a word here. For example, I write consecutive word here, which you have to remember the meaning, that means continuous. So I'll write consecutive word and then I'll put hyphen and then I'll put the meaning of it, that means continuous. So in this way, the footnote can be used, and I'll show you how to insert an endnote also. So I can go for insert and then I'll go for footnote. Now I want to add an endnote which will be at the end of the document, and I have to give a character to it. And what character I'll give? I can give any character, like for example, I'm giving this character for now, and I'll say okay. And as you can see, this endnote is at the end of the document. It's not at the bottom of the page, but it is at the end of the document. And here, as you can see, whole document, there is nothing. I hope you have got understood about the difference between footnote and endnote. Endnote means the one which comes at the end of the document, and footnote means it comes at the last of the page. So symbols or numbers are written as dash in the footnote and endnote. So they are written as superscript. Yes, you have to remember this. Don't get confused between subscript and superscript. The correct option here is superscript. So which menu is used to create footnote or endnote? So here insert menu is used to create footnote and endnote. So what are basically two sections of insert footnote and endnote dialog box? So we'll see this. It is numbering and type. We will see this practically also. So here we'll go in insert, then we'll go for footnote and endnote. So here there is a dialog box of insert footnote and endnote, and there are two options. First is numbering and type. So in numbering, automatic is the default one, and in type, footnote is the default one. You can use dash for reference in footnote and endnote. So you can use either number or you can use symbol also. What options are available for numbering in insert footnote and endnote dialog box? So here, automatic or character. So for numbering, there is options of automatic and character. In character, you can go for any character you want here. You can go for any character. For now, let's go for this. So yes, I will insert this character as footnote. I am not taking it as the endnote, but I am taking as the footnote. That means this character will be present at the bottom of page, right? So I am going for OK. And yes, as you can see, we have a footnote here. The default option for numbering is dash, that used numbers for reference in footnote and endnote. As I told you, it is automatic. If you select character, you can use only dash for reference. So you can use any symbol for reference. So the default option for type is dash in insert footnote and endnote dialog box. So as I told you, this also it is footnote. So here we end our topic. Thanks for watching. I hope you understood, and a Google form link is given in the description. You can go through it. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned in for more, and you have got this.